Eid al-Adha, meaning Feast of the Sacrifice, is an Islamic festival to commemorate the willingness of Ibrahim to follow Allah's command to sacrifice his son according to Islamic tradition. Muslims around the world observe this event.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Muslims gather on this day for prayers and sermons at local mosques and in outdoor areas. They dress up in their best clothes and there they greet each other with the words Eid Mubarak.
We are being enjoined by Almighty Allah that we should be celebrating it every year as taught us by our Holy Prophet Muhammad when he says nothing one can do that can be satisfied to Almighty Allah this day that is more than slaughtering of a ram in the name of Allah and Allah alone. See, as joyous as we all are, you see us in the family house, eating together, drinking together, chatting, dancing, making funs just for everybody to enjoy. Even we have people that have come from overseas because of this. So it's just because we are celebrating the Eid al-Adha.
This is a time for friends and families to come together and celebrate the feast. After praying at the Eid ground, Muslim faithful go back to their various homes to slaughter their rams in the name of Allah as sacrifice. The slaughtering of rams is the most memorable event on this day. As preparation of Ileya meat and food were going on, drummers came out to serenade everyone. I visited a Muslim family. I could feel the joyous moment as I approached them. I was welcomed warmly. Just like others, they gathered together to prepare their festive meal.
Instead of killing one child, Allah replaces the ram. We kill a ram when the 10 visitors. We go to that place now, they are killing the rams. Also, we have just killed the ram. I think we killed 2, still have 1 outstanding. And we are taking friends in the evening to come and rejoice with us. We give thanks that I love being a Muslim.
I think Ileya probably serves as an avenue for us to get together. Do you get it? It's just, I think the country is so busy, we don't really get time to contact each other or have this reunion party among the family. We just see this Ileya period as that point that we both gather to celebrate.
The feeling is superb. Like you get to see your long-lost cousins, people you don't get to see like every day, your friends and folks come together, you party, you eat together, you dine together, and we just enjoy it basically.
I have the chance to visit so many friends because this is when I have less things to do. I see it as my leisure time. So I visit my friends, we have a long chat, we talk about life, and we spend the merriment together.
Okay, so after my day out with Muslim faithful, I realized that my dressing isn't complete without a cap. So now I can confidently say Eid Mubarak and happy holidays.
Yes, indeed. Happy holidays to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. And joining me on the couch this morning is Al Mubarak. At least I know what Mubarak means now. So that's the blessed one, am I right?
Yeah.
The blessed one.
Yeah, that's the meaning.
Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, so he's an Islamic pop artist and a scholar. And, you know, when I saw scholar on the script, I was like, scholar, what does it mean to be an Islamic scholar? Can you tell me?
To be an Islamic scholar means you have knowledge about Islam, the religion. You have knowledge about Islam. So that's the meaning of it. You have full knowledge of what Islam is all about. So that's why they call all these alphas, they call them Islamic scholars. Okay. So that's it.
How long have you been studying?
Yeah, I've been studying. I went to Madrasa al-Mubarak in Oshogbo. Okay. I did my Idadiya. Okay. And my Thanawi, it means just a year for me to finish when I left the Arabic school.
Okay, so I'm wondering, how long did you spend in total studying?
I think 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was supposed to use 9 years.
Okay.
But I left.
All right.
I left the school.
So for those that don't know, as a pop artist, you've been making covers of great artists' songs, right? Is there any particular artist that really struck you, that made you want to make these covers and remixes?
There's no artist that has done that before. But what's the motive about making these songs, remixing songs like that, is that, you know, we have a lot of Muslims, young Muslims like me, that they want to sing hip-hop. Okay. They really want to sing hip-hop. And nowadays, you see, the music we listen to, we young ones, is hip-hop. Nobody can deny that. Okay. You can tell me that you are holy. Even if you're, as a parent, you're not listening to hip-hop, your children, your kids are doing that. And so my own take in this is that, okay, we need people that loves hip-hop music. In Islam, we need to give them an option. Okay. Okay, let's give them something they can listen to. They love this thing. Let's give them, through listening to hip-hop songs, we can pass messages to them. All right. So that is my own take in it.
So what would your message be right now to the young Muslim brothers and sisters who probably look up to you right now for this season?
Yeah, my message to them is that if you really want to sing Islamic hip-hop, you need to learn. You need to have full knowledge about Islam, because you must understand the scripture before even talking about it. You want to pass message to people. It's not that you just want to sing. Islamic hip-hop is different from normal hip-hop. Okay. You need to bring down messages from the Holy Quran, from Hadith, from scholars. So even if you're remixing a song, the song must be relating to what Almighty Allah and the Prophet, everything that is inside the Quran and the Hadith, you must really
So I have a question for you now. So this season has come along again, and there must be a major significance for you and your family. Would you share that significance with us?
Yeah, the significance of this Eid al-Kabir, and it's called Eid al-Adha, the feast sacrifice. Eid al-Kabir is the most important Eid in Islam. This is because Almighty Allah he tested Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam. He tested his faith because in the Quran, in Surah Al-Safat, Prophet Ibrahim slept and he had a dream. In that dream, he slaughtered his one and only son. So he believes that this message is from Almighty Allah, and with his own faith, he wanted to make sure that he slaughtered his son according to what Almighty Allah is trying to reveal to him. Not that Almighty Allah messaged him directly, but through the vision, Almighty Allah sent him that message. Okay. Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ called his son that, "Oh, my son Ismail, I saw it in my vision that I slaughtered you as a sacrifice for Almighty Allah." And Prophet Ismail said to his father that, "Ya Abati, if alma tuma. That means do what Almighty Allah has commanded you to do.
Okay.
So, for a son, just one and only son, a prophet, and he was an old man then. So, for him to slaughter just one and only son, it means Almighty Allah tested his loyalty.
Okay.
And he really wanted to do that as commanded by Almighty Allah. But Almighty Allah gave him a ram. So that is why we are doing Eid. It's not about the blood atonement or seeking for favor with God. It is for you to show your loyalty, to show how strong are you. How strong do you believe in Almighty Allah?
How strong is your faith?
Faith. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Al Mubarak, for coming to the studio. I know that later on you're going to perform for us.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking forward to that, but we have to move right along. Up next, we have Sunny Melody, a UK-based Nigerian indigenous juju musician, and the band is ready for some live music.
Èmi ni Sunny Melody. Ọmọ oníjó ló gbàjó, ọmọ onílù ló gbàlù. Èmi màmá ni Sunny Melody. Àráyé mo sáfáyé, ẹ̀rù ọmọ Ádámọ̀ ń bà mí. Èmi ni Sunny jọ̀wọ́, Sunny Melody. Orí mi, ẹlẹ́dàá mi. Ìwọ ló ṣíwájú tí mo ń tẹ̀lé ẹ. Òrìṣàyè yàtọ̀ sí ti Kẹ́hìndé. Orí mi, jọ̀wọ́ gbé mi dépò tó ga. Kì í ṣe ńláńlá bíi tàwọn tara síwájú. Mo bá tètè yé dá mi lóhùn orí. Èmi màmá ní Sunny jọ̀wọ́, Sunny Melody. Àráyé mo sábàyé, ẹ̀rù ọ̀dọ́ Ádámọ̀ ń bà mí. Àní wọ́n ò mọ̀ pé orí ni o. Wọ́n ò mọ̀ pé orí ni o. Àwọn kẹ́ni máa ní ṣe bòkun ni, wọ́n ò mọ̀ pé orí ni. Kẹ́ni máa ní ṣe bòkun ní sẹ́, wọ́n ò mọ̀ pé orí ni. Kẹ́ni máa ní ṣe bòkun ní sẹ́, wọ́n ò mọ̀. Ọ̀yà tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé ìwọ lè jó. Hallelujah. Tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé, tó bá ṣe pé ìwọ lè jó. Hallelujah. Orin Melody kan, ó yá ká jọjọ. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n, ẹ sì máa ríran wò. Kẹlẹ́lẹ́, kẹlẹ́lẹ́, kẹlẹ́lẹ́ ṣẹ́gbọ́n. Àní ṣẹ́gbọ́n.
Oh, wow.
Ẹ sì máa ríran wò. Kẹlẹ́lẹ́, kẹlẹ́lẹ́, kẹlẹ́lẹ́ ṣẹ́gbọ́n. Wọ́n ti gbèdé sẹ́, wọ́n gbé
Okay, so we have to wrap up right now because we have to go to a break. But I know Sunny Melody will be right here with us for quite a while. I know you're not going anywhere. Yeah, so what is it you call this type of music? Please tell us.
Well, I call it fast tempo juju music.
Fast tempo.
It's not the contemporary juju music.
Okay,
it's
okay.
not the ones of the Sunny artists and the bass.
All right, so I know we'll have so much more to learn from you and in fact, enjoy from you later on today. But because of time, let's go to a quick break. When we come back, more food, more music, more fun, right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
It's still Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Alimi and I still have Chef Tammy right here in the studio. Okay, so you can see everything is ready. She's cut the bell peppers to match the potatoes.
Yes.
And I'm just going to let you take us through the process. What are you doing now?
Right now, before we pop everything together,
Yeah.
there are some things that can't cook under 20 minutes in the oven.
Oh,
so we just
okay.
need to saute them a little
Okay.
before we put everything together and pop it into the oven.
Okay.
So we'll start with our potatoes.
Oh, okay. Oh, the smell of frying. Because I was wondering, I had fritters and I kept wondering, fritters, no fries. Okay.
So saute that a little. Please pass me the salt.
All right, there
it's
you go.
potato and it's starchy, so we need to put salt.
Yeah. Are you good with that?
Are you sure this is not sure?
Okay. All right, so as you can see, she's cut the onions, the garlic, the sausage rolls. Ah, well. So, you're sauteing that now.
All right, so we'll just allow this to cook for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, just 5 minutes.
Okay.
Not cooked through.
Okay.
Just a little bit undercooked, you understand? So the rest will finish up in the oven. So while you're sauteing that, you add your salt, you add your black pepper.
Ah, so you're a black pepper fan too?
Yeah.
Interesting. Nuances Club. Okay. That's enough black pepper?
Yes, because we're also going to add black pepper to the remaining things.
Oh, okay. So after this, what goes in?
After this, we'll bring out the potatoes, you understand? Then we'll saute the chicken
The chicken
too.
as well.
Before we saute the chicken, we'll build up the aromatics. How do you build up the aromatics? We're going to add our garlic and our onions, you understand? So allow it to bring out the fragrance in them, you understand? Then we'll pop in the chicken fillet and just saute it a little. Then we'll put back the potatoes, put back the sausage, you understand? Put the bell peppers, now breaking our egg and put everything in the oven.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so this is going for 5 minutes?
Yes.
Ah. Just so it doesn't overcook.
Yeah, it doesn't overcook. And that's why I say make sure you cut it this way. You understand? Because when you cut it bigger than this, there's no how it's going to like saute for 5 minutes and cook through in the oven
Properly.
for 20 minutes.
Okay.
So you just have to, and make sure you cut evenly. Some are not too big, some are not too small. Because you want them to cook at the same time.
But if preference, if someone wants to cut it a little thinner, is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
It's okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Just know your saute time will just be lesser than 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. What's the difference between sauteing and frying?
Okay, sauteing is
because I see you use oil.
Yes. For sauteing, you use little oil and it's done under high heat. It's a fast cooking method. We call it aggressive cooking method.
Aggressive cooking method.
Because the heat has to be very high and it's very fast. You just toss, and that's it.
Ah, so you have to keep tossing. That's the difference between the frying.
Yeah.
Because some people will tell you that this oil is enough to fry potatoes for them.
No, I can't fry potatoes.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This
Are
is
you sure?
This is sauteing. This is sauteing.
Okay.
All right. I think we're almost done with that.
You're almost done with that?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the next process will be. This will serve how many people?
Oh, this can serve like, let's say, if we're eating like white people, you know, this can serve like 8 to 10 people. But
We
if you're
don't eat
eating
like
like
white people.
Nigerians, let's just say 4 people.
Only 4 people?
Yeah.
All of this?
Yeah.
We eat a lot as Nigerians.
Okay, let's put this here.
Nice.
Okay.
I remember
now,
you
still
said,
using the oil there. Now we're going to build up our aromatics.
see? I remember
onion.
what you described.
Okay.
Aromatics.
Yes.
Onions and garlic to bring out the aroma. This will go on for how long?
This can be 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't want them to brown. We just want them to bring out the fragrance, you understand? Bring out the flavors that are locked in the onion and garlic. We want them to be brought out.
I see there's less oil. Is that deliberate?
Yes, it's deliberate because
Okay.
I don't want our frittatas to be oily. And at the
Okay.
same time, I'm sauteing. Remember, I told you
Yeah.
saute, use less
oil. Okay. Nice. And you're not going to add any seasoning to this?
No, when I add the chicken, I'm going to add salt, black pepper.
Okay. I see as a chef, no seasoning cube.
Nah. Once you build up your aromatic properly, you don't need seasoning cubes.
Okay. Sounds really interesting. So far, so good. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much. We just had everything cut up. And after being cut up, we sauteed this. What's in this is salt and black pepper, then sauteed. Sauteed meaning less oil and continuous stirring, just as she's doing with the onions right now. Ah, it's time for the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken strips going into that. Fantastic. So many people love the smell of chicken.
Yeah,
I love
especially kids, you know.
So how long would this go for?
Let's add another 2 minutes and we're done.
Another 2 minutes. Ah. So after the 2 minutes, what goes on?
After the 2 minutes, we're going to add the bell peppers and the sausage.
The bell peppers and the sausage. And those will go for how long?
Yeah, another 2 minutes. I will put in our
minutes.
eggs. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So it's just 2 minutes, 2 minutes,
Yeah,
2
just
minutes.
2 minutes.
This
2
is the
minutes.
longest, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What's the purpose for this? To cook it a bit?
Yeah, to cook it a bit.
Well, will 2 minutes be enough to cook chicken?
Remember, it's still going into the oven to cook up.
So it doesn't matter about preference.
No.
The standard is 2 minutes for the chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, the onions is really hot
I
in
can
my eyes.
I'm glad I'm far away from it. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've used so far again, just in case you're just tuning in. We still have our cheese here. We haven't used the cheese. But ingredients so far: egg, bell peppers, breakfast sausages, potatoes, mozzarella cheese, black pepper, salt, onions, garlic, vegetable oil, and chicken breasts.
All right.
Okay. It seems to be coming out
All right,
nicely.
this is perfect.
Perfect.
The salt.
Oh, you're adding salt
Yes.
now. Okay. There you go. Don't worry, you won't miss much. The next time we're on, you'll definitely get to know what the process so far has been, what you've missed. But she already described what's going on. After this, after the sauteing of the chicken and the onions and the garlic, we'll have the bell peppers going in, right?
Yes.
Then the sausages, the breakfast
sausage,
sausages. Okay. So the breakfast sausages, at what point does the cheese come in?
The last thing when you're going into your oven. Yeah, that's when the cheese comes in. You want the cheese to melt up.
Ah, so the cheese comes in before the eggs, or the eggs come in before
No,
the
the
cheese?
eggs come in before the cheese. So our bell
Okay.
peppers going in now.
Now, oh gosh, I can see the colors. Exciting.
Yeah. Can we have the sausage?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Okay.
All of those.
All of
For 4
those.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I told you it's a one pot fry where you just have everything. All right.
All right.
We have our potatoes
Oh, you're
back
adding
in
this
there.
now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Ah, the colors. I'm already feeling hungry. Yeah, I know. I love food.
All right. While
All
this is
right.
just sizzling, can we just break up our eggs?
Okay. So how many eggs? Are we using all
We're
of
using
them?
12, yes.
12
Because
for
it's
4 people?
Yes, it's egg frittata, and egg is the binding agent. It's the one that's going to bind everything together.
Okay.
So we need a lot of eggs in there.
This looks really yummy. So while we try to break this up, let me take you through the process.
Okay.
Don't worry, you go ahead. So far, what you've seen in this pan, chicken strips, we have onions, we have garlic, we have potatoes already in, we have bell pepper, we have sausages, and they're all mixed together 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, just like that. And we still have more going in, the eggs and the cheese.
Exactly.
Let's not forget that.
No, those
when
ones
do
are
they
coming
go
in when they're out of the oven. They are just for garnish.
Because I was wondering, we have garlic and then we have garlic leaves.
Yeah, you know, when we're cooking, the aroma from this garlic is going to go away, and we still need that in the food. So that's why we're using garlic leaves to bring out the aroma while you're eating the food.
But for those who don't like garlic, they can do away with it.
You can do away with it. It's not compulsory.
It doesn't matter. Because this extra garlic will make some people go, okay. All right. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, we're in the kitchen, Mary Alimi and Chef Tammy. And right now, I'm going to hand you over to Yomi and Titi. Titi is green with envy.
It's looking really nice and colorful.
Not just looking, smelling good.
Yes, it is.
I heard they said that is for 4 people. I think it's actually for just 2. Because my portion is probably going to be larger than everybody else's.
As usual.
Yeah. But we have to go on a short break now. After the break, Wake Up Nigeria continues. We will be right back.